the On Call Podcast. Your home for sports, news, pop culture, tech, and the obscure. And of course, your host, Michael Meyer.
Happy holidays, everybody. This is the On Call Podcast. Coming at you again on this fine Labor Day. We're doing an impromptu, really. I didn't plan on recording today with my friend here, but he was all for it today. So, Ender, welcome to the show. Glad to have you back. Try to let me get a word in. I know how much he really loves to get in there. She. Ender the pooch.
She's having a snooze.
How are you tonight, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
Oh, ever frustrated by audio issues that always seem prevalent.
Computer shit. But you're not like much of a tech guy, right? So you're just learning?
I feel like I'm becoming less and less of a tech guy, if I'm being honest with you. Because there's always a new issue or a new area, a new something.
Yeah, eventually you get it all figured out, though.
By then, my computer's going to be out of date, and I'm going to have to learn everything new again.
No, Mike, I've had my computer for years, and it's still a beast.
It's good to hear. Do you have any big plans for Labor Day?
I'm going to build those acoustic panels because the reverb in here is bad. So, yeah, my friend's coming with a truck. I'm going to go to Home Depot and get the wood, cut it, and, build some acoustic panels. And then my fabric to cover them was supposed to be here yesterday, but I guess it keeps delaying or whatever.
Is Home Depot open on Labor Day?
Yeah. It's like Labor Day sales and stuff on Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's kind of feel bad for the employees. It's barbecue holiday.
Maybe they barbecued today.
It's not the holiday then.
That's true. I booked a pretty big guest for Prodigy, Dr. Robert Plowman. He's like a leading genetic psychologist, like considered one of the top psychologists in the world or whatever. We're going to talk about genetics, about how genetics influence our performance.
Interesting. I imagine, I'm sure there's some of it. I'm sure it does affect something. I wonder how much, I guess.
Man, it always depends on who you ask. Like the behavior psychologists, they're like, "Oh, it's all behavior," and then the genetics, the nature guys, they're like, "Oh, it's like mostly nurture or nature." So it really just depends on who you ask. But he thinks it's like 60% affected by DNA.
Oh, he's a big believer, huh?
Oh yeah.
How does he feel about eugenics, like the?
That's funny because I before he got back to me, I asked another physicist or geneticist to come on the show, and she said yes, but she was like, I need to time to prepare because I don't want anything to come across like supporting eugenics. And I was just like, that's odd. I didn't even think why anybody would think that. But then I guess if they're very strong believers in inherited DNA, then I guess they would be the idea like, let me marry the best, smartest partner, right, for the best kids. But I don't care about that. I just want to I would want to have kids with somebody who I could tolerate, right?
Well, I mean, not if you're trying to build a superior race, you wouldn't, because that
I'm
doesn't
not.
really matter.
I mean, I'm already. Well, should I marry a tall girl, so I can get my kids taller, or what?
Well, yeah, kind of. You're trying not to destroy the line. You want a better line, which is the whole point of it. Look at the slave owners. They would breed the biggest man, the biggest woman, and then the head start really probably is the reason why the Germans got their asses beat throughout the Olympics, because look at when black people got free, they were already kind of, I mean, I don't want that to come off ignorant.
Too
but
late.
I do think that there's something to be said. If you're going to do that, you kind of do breed the biggest, fastest, strongest person if you continually get this biggest, strongest muscles. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do.
How do we know that they even really did that?
What, that the Germans did that?
No, I mean like slave owners. I mean, because what do they just have like hundreds of slaves and they're just like, like, you know, like I never even really knew about that really. I mean, I've heard of it, but I always thought it was just sort of like a myth.
You own them for so long, you watch them grow. As soon as they're at the age, you start breeding that one, and then when they get a little bit older, they did essentially treat them like cattle. You know, the biggest one got bred the biggest one, and they would sell that slave when they got older because the line was strong. Like it's a terrible human practice, obviously. It's just I think that's what they did.
Well, dogs is the best study of eugenics because you know, they breed litters and they breed fast and they live shorter, so
it's very true. That's a good way to put it. Because shoot, how long have we been fucking up dogs' lives? Forever and ever. Hundreds of years. Thousands of years.
What?
Yeah, how much we're destroying dogs.
Oh, you mean like by like creating pugs and stuff?
Yeah, I think it's one of the breeds that they need to eliminate. Pugs and bulldogs. Like, we have destroyed the lines at such a way, like they're never going to be healthy again, no matter what you do. It's the worst thing.
I mean, they do have like those breathing problems and stuff like that.
They can't even
a black-mouthed cur. She's kind of a mutt.
They can't even give birth naturally anymore.
Oh, really?
Bulldogs, they gotta have C-sections now.
Interesting.
It's terrible. And I feel bad because one of Nicole's best friends, like, that's all she ever gets is bulldogs. So she's having them bred, I'm assuming. And great person, but the dog, man, I don't know. We ruined it. We just fucking ruined the dog.
What's the best dog? I mean, German Shepherds have like hip problems and stuff like that, and that's like a great breed, right?
Those are well bred, but I think that has a lot to do with the size. And like, all big dogs naturally develop hip and leg problems. They die younger because their heart gives out.
Wasn't inbreeding a problem too? I mean, we're both
with shepherds, probably.
I don't know. We both have no idea.
I mean, yeah, I'm not a scientist.
All I know is Ender's never had a single health problem, like, up until now, thank God.
Yeah, I mean, Arya's going to be 4 in 16 days.
That dog is so tiny, it's going to live to be like 20.
She's probably going to outlive me.
Based on how much you drink?
That's one of the causes, yeah. Shitty diet. But one thing I did do very successfully today, I hung up a fan for
nice.
for Jack's room.
Oh, cool.
He's going to be ready to roll.
When's he due?
November 20-something. November 20th,
wow.
I think, is his date.
It's getting close.
Ooh, I know. That's why I had to hang the fan up. We got to paint the room this week because we were going to do it tomorrow, but then we found we didn't have the paint. We were going to paint it the same color as the rest of the rooms. Fuck that up because we don't have enough paint to do it.
I just noticed that you have nunchuks up behind you.
Yeah, those are bird dogs.
What the fuck does that mean?
They're foam.
Bird dogs?
Yeah, bird dogs. It's a clothing company.
Is this like a new thing you're peddling now?
No, they came with an order of shorts.
Like you ordered shorts and they gave you a pair of nunchucks?
Yeah, buddy. That's exactly it.
Their marketing is already working because I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
it's
you're
a
going to
bird
be.
dog. I mean, is this for country, like Florida people or what?
No, man. No, not at all. They're like Lululemon shorts. They're like regular shorts with the lining built in.
Lululemon, isn't that like some pyramid scheme for
No.
something? Oh, okay.
That's LuLaroe.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Lululemon is the yoga pants company.
I always get those mixed up.
Yeah.
I thought it was a pyramid scheme for yoga pants. What's LuLaroe?
That's LuLaroe. That's the marketing
it's
scheme.
Yoga pants.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
The most chintzy, shitty pants. They feel great. They do. They're wonderful until you wash them once.
Big part and then
Pretty much.
blow
That's
back out.
that's about all it takes for those fuckers to give out. Is one good rip.
Wait, because your ex-wife was into that stuff, right?
Fuck ex-wife. I'm not married. Never married.
Oh, okay. Your baby mama.
Yeah. That was one of the many multi-marketing schemes she's done.
Oh, speaking of, have you watched On Becoming a God in was it Central Florida, South Florida?
I watched like the first 3 or 4 episodes of it.
Come on, it's like right. You should relate to that shit.
Yeah, but I don't have that channel. Isn't it Showtime?
Yeah, but you can sign up. Oh fuck! You know what? I don't know if I ever canceled that shit. I feel like maybe I just have a Showtime subscription that I'm paying for.
Yeah, you're locked in. Now you need it. I'm locked into
Showtime.
HBO Max.
You can get a week, but you cancel whenever you want. I have to cancel ESPN too. I haven't checked even my credit card statement in forever. I don't know what's charging me.
Isn't that the woman ends up doing multi-level marketing too, right? For like Tupperware. Her husband dies.
Yeah, her husband dies. I don't know if it's Tupperware. I know that they're making fun of Amway because what do they call it? Like,
I do know it's about mockery for sure.
it sounds something like Amway, the thing that they're in.
And she's just in debt up to her eyeballs.
Well, it's super common. I mean, I've never, ever heard of a person in multi-level marketing actually make any money. And I know people in it.
Only like the top 4% even make anything more than $1.
Yeah, most people, even if they do make money, it ends up being like a couple dollars an hour because they're just put in so much time.
Yeah,
now these Forex motherfuckers, I see them on all the time on Bumble Business. I swear, Bumble, yeah, you can do all right on the dating. Bumble BFF is dudes trying to bang me. Bumble Business is dudes trying to sign me up for Forex multi-level marketing. Like, okay, bro, you're 18. You're going to mentor me on how to invest for my future. All right, dude.
What is Forex? Is that an actual company?
No, Forex is foreign exchange. Basically, I guess you invest or bet on the exchange rate of currency, but it's just it's just like the new big multi-level marketing pyramid scam that's out there.
Now I gotcha. Sounds like hell. Sounds the worst.
They develop a really, really good sales pitch to target, people
Losers.
who don't have,
At this point, the only people who are falling for it are losers. What's a really good one that's successful?
I want to say people that are more susceptible and in need of direction in their life.
A lot of religious people, huh?
Usually multi-level marketing comes wrapped in religion. Yes, Amway does.
Have you seen the show Unwell on Netflix?
Is it good?
Yeah, it's a docuseries. It's the first episodes of they make fun of essential oils and like the corruption behind that. One of the biggest people ever who died like 3 years ago now. And a huge class action lawsuit that they're involved in.
Ooh, I got an idea for a podcast. We'll sign up for one of these like multi-level marketing schemes, and we'll just like run the business while recording. But we won't put it out till like we've done like a full season of like just trying it to see what like how it works and what's going on.
We'll have to put up. That's what you use OBS for. We'll just have a ticker of things popping up on screen, like and positive reviews on it.
I can't do that though because a big part of it is like the first thing you're supposed to do is hit up everyone you know to sign them up, and I can't do that.
Liquid life.
Ayo. Liquid death right here. Wait.
Double Jeopardy, is that what that one's called?
Oh yeah, 10%.
Oh, that's a rough. Is that
What?
Is that hurt going down?
No, it's delicious.
I'm not a real good IPAer. I want to be. I just can't. I struggle.
You're having a mixed drink. Do you put a little umbrella in there?
I should have. It's my my LBJ.
You want to hear something that's funny? I posted that episode of of the Pod News guy James Cridland, and some random guy on Twitter who's actually verified said, "Is there a transcript? I prefer to read." And so I was like, God, I had just posted it, so I was like, oh, I'll make this guy happy. So I went. I had it automatically transcribed, and then I had to go through and because the transcription is not perfect. Yeah, it took me an hour and a half, right? I put it all up. I put the website up. I do all this shit, and I'm like, okay, yeah, here it is. I did it just for you. And he's like, I was actually just joking.
You son of a bitch.
I was like, God damn it.
It's one of those. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. I mean, it's great SEO, but dude, getting transcription for your podcast episode, it's too much.
You can pay for it. You can always do that.
You know how much it costs though?
No, because I don't know anyone who knows how to. $1.25 to $2 a minute. I don't know anyone that knows how to read.
Well, no, I'm just saying there's professional services we use when we need it for some marketing stuff, but it's expensive. It's $1.25 to $2 a minute. So let's say you're paying $2 a minute for a 1 hour episode. That's $120 for every episode.
That's a racket.
I mean, those people only get maybe it's more now, but they're Taryn used to do transcription for Rev, and she was making, I think they make 15 or 20%. So they're only making 40 cents a minute that they're transcribing. So it's not very good money for them.
It's not great. It's not great, but I guess if you're trying to do something that's not a labor-intensive job that you can kind of control your hours and shit, it's not a bad way to go.
I mean, it's mentally labor-intensive, but you mean physically?
Yeah. Disabled people could use it well.
That's true.
And I'm also drinking...
Differently abled. That's what you're supposed to say now.
Oh. The differently abled. So, my friend...
Yes.
Did you bring anything to the table?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, there's a couple current event things. Oh, you saw those Trump supporter were Porter's his boat sank. So a couple of their boats sank.
I did see some capsizing, and I had a hearty chuckle.
I can't.
I mean, me and my fellow Reds, we had some Hail Marys. No, I saw it. I laughed.
Oh, there was something else.
To watch people on choppy waters.
What else has happened? Anything in the news? Oh yeah, Trump. I can't think of anything non-politics related.
I say the continued request for his supporters to double vote is astonishing. He's doubled down on that.
Trashing the military people, right?
That's right. He called people who were in the military in the Vietnam War were suckers. And he called John McCain a loser. He tried to refuse the flag to be flown at half-mast after he died.
Yeah, see, what I don't understand
crazy.
So Trump is supposed to be he's a narcissist, right? Guaranteed. He's definitely a narcissist. But, so he doesn't have empathy and shit like that. But if those people I feel usually are socially intelligent, wouldn't he just be I'm thinking this, I'm not going to say it. And then that way that stuff will never come out. I don't understand it, whatever.
Some have said he doesn't have beyond a third grade reading level. So, maybe he doesn't understand social cues.
I don't know what you're talking about. He has the best words. Many people say so.
I've read the words. I understood the words. I loved when he got questioned before he even ran, or while he was saying he was going to intend to run, and they asked what his favorite Bible verse was, and he couldn't come up with
all of them. I love them all.
I've read it.
Even I can think of one, and I'm an atheist.
I've read it, and I loved it. I'm not going to give you the one my favorite.
I can't think of one. They're all my favorite.
What else? What
would be your strategy for running against him? Because I think I figured mine out.
It has to. You have to be a bigger shit slinger than him, right?
Well, I think yes, but only to him. So every single time you open your mouth, you're just like calling him out about everything he's done and reminding people about every single thing that he's done.
So
And then you challenge him to like some real basic stuff. Like when you're in a debate, you're like, all right, spell the word handkerchief or, just point out how stupid he is. But the thing is that his supporters,
she was crawling on me. Your election strategy is literally just to poo-poo.
Yeah, literally just attack him because, the high road thing that Democrats try to do, it's not working. So let's just attack him.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, my goodness.
I would, I wonder if there's going to be debates. I would hope there are. There might not be, though, because it's only
They can still do virtual ones.
Ugh. Oh, wait, there is a debate coming because the guy that was Chris Wallace, I think, that Trump was poo-pooing is actually going to be the moderator for the first one.
Oh, that's right. Trump hates Chris Wallace, right? He's like one of the
and he was a Fox News analyst.
Yeah, but he's like a moderate Fox News guy, right?
Yeah, but even the left side is pretty centered.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this turned pretty political quicker than I anticipated.
That's okay. I mean, if you're a Trump supporter and you're listening, I don't really give a fuck about you.
I find it hard to believe any Trump supporter to be listening to us. We're pretty liberal.
Well, now they won't.
There goes half the demographic. Aria, your breath stinks.
I love, my favorite thing is that I know that they have trouble dating because anytime someone finds out they're a Trump supporter, like...
all of the staffers.
On Bumble, like, almost every single girl's profile says, if you support Trump, swipe left.
That is pretty, that's fucking crazy.
They gotta keep it a secret.
I feel kind of bad for those people. I guess,
Oh.
I mean, Nicole hates him, but she's not even going to vote, so I told her she can't bitch and moan to me about presidents.
She should vote. Why is she not going to vote?
I don't know.
Felony? I mean, come on, bro. Like, she hates him, but she won't vote. Like,
correct. Then you can't complain to me about how things are going, or you can't ask me why things work if you're not going to. You're part of the problem then.
Passively supporting.
Pretty much, yeah. Because
does she know that the Republican strategy is exactly for people like her to do what she's doing to stop them from voting? Because there's more Democrats than there are Republicans. It's just a matter of whether or not they show up to the polls.
I don't know, man. That's why I feel like they're trying to get rid of all those pollings in the poor liberal places.
Well, definitely.
I wonder if there's a storm coming. The dog's acting up.
Yeah, there's a storm brewing.
She gets real tippy-tappy and she's unsettled when there's a storm coming, and that's what she's doing.
How does she know? She can feel the moisture in the air?
Her little body feels the pressure change.
That's barely a cat. Like,
barely.
How did y'all get that dog?
Searched her on Pet Finder.
Oh, and you specifically chose a dog that is 4 pounds.
She's just way small for the breed. Like, they're
Breed
supposed to
is
be like
7
12.
pounds.
They're supposed to be like 12 to 17 pounds. And she's
I've taken
5.
shits bigger than that.
Probably. Oh, I know one thing in the news. Bella Thorne. Are you familiar with her?
She's a porn star, right?
She's a Disney star.
Oh, really?
She was.
Let me look her up real quick.
And
is she selling bathwater or what?
She made an OnlyFans account.
Okay.
For $20 a month, and then she released stuff that like pay this money to watch this uncensored stuff, and it wasn't uncensored.
Yeah. I heard about that. It wasn't nude.
She made $2 million in a week, and then because she essentially fucked everybody over, they all filed for refunds, and because all the money's kind of locked in limbo with OnlyFans to her and everything, OnlyFans had to change their whole thing because they didn't have that kind of money on hand for immediate refunds. So
why don't they hold an escrow? Whatever.
For the people that are trying to
escrow for a week,
for the good-looking women without any sort of marketable skills, they just lost their money, their train.
What I don't understand is why anyone would want to see her naked anyway. I mean, obviously it's a
because she's a
personal
Disney
preference.
star, a celebrity.
Okay.
I don't know how she's a celebrity though. Like I realized she was a Disney star. She left that a long time ago. What now?
I just don't understand. It's just my personal preference, obviously, but she's got a very attractive, symmetrical face, but she's like very like not curvy. Biologically, I want to see curves. Like
I don't think I've actually seen a body picture of her. I don't know what she even looks like other than like her face.
she's got like small B's and that lawyer's girlfriend butt, like a pancake.
Lawyer's girlfriend, but on video it looks like Ender is dead because her inner eyelid kind of rolls back.
She's always had that red eye. Phoenix Marie, that's my favorite. I think just hands down.
Is that a person?
That's a porn star. You never seen Phoenix Marie?
No, I haven't.
I highly recommend. Look it up. Well, your PC's in your bedroom, so I'm not sure when you're going to be looking at porn, but maybe on your phone. How about Tory Lane? You heard of Tory Lane?
Oh yeah, Tory Lane was a big get several years ago. Now she's gotten pretty wild in her stuff now, so I'm less of a fan now than I was like. Was it My First Sex Teacher she was on? So that was like 8 years ago.
Yeah,
she's really gaped out since.
Oh yeah, she's been gaped out for a long time. But what I hate watching when you're watching a Pornhub video
an
or
adult
whatever.
video.
Yeah, for research purposes, and I think it's an OnlyFans thing, but you hear like ding 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 like over and over and over again. Like is that people tipping or something? I just don't understand. Like, mute that shit or put an earbud in. Like it ruins the.
Are you watching people who do live streams?
Yeah, it must be. Well, people will record it and upload it to Pornhub.
Oh yeah, not OnlyFans. MFC. What's that? It's the cam fan thing.
Okay, some type of cam show.
I've never watched someone live cam anything.
No, me neither. Never watched a live cam before in my life.
I'm pretty vanilla.
Wait, just like P in the V, BJ's, boob squeezing.
For the most part, yeah.
Oh wow.
Reddit. They have a lot of links to videos, so I just kind of click those regular.
That's all it takes for you?
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, I live alone, man. I can open up 50 tabs and just have at it.
I think that's half the problem. I don't have the freedom to sit there and I can't get trapped in a web. Like YouTube videos, man, I get caught in a wiki web. You ever just
I never got it. I never did that.
Even with Wikipedia?
No, but I'm telling you, those porn sites are getting real good at the related videos below now, and you could just
click,
like 200 tabs open.
And see, I'm also not like that. So if I am watching an adult video, I'm not doing the right click.
One at a time type of guy.
Yeah, I'm not doing. I've never had, I think, more than 3 links open at one time, and that's. I'm still stuck in my old Aries days.
Ooh, there was this guy I saw on Reddit, and I reached out to him to be on.
Are you looking up porn right now?
No. But he did not respond. But I was saying can I play his video real quick? It's him playing the bass, and he's ridiculous.
Are you gonna throw it up on screen?
Yeah, I can do that. Let me just hide my bookmarks. Or I could just, there we go. Okay, yeah.
These dual monitors are great, so I just have one that's dedicated.
Ooh, you may have to play it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear my audio. Does your audio play through? Oh, maybe it's too complicated. Whatever.
Yeah, it does.
It's Dr. Funk Original. It's on YouTube.
Do you want me to do the video on here?
Yeah, play the video. Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, I wanted to get him. I wanted to do a podcast an episode about musicians, specifically buskers, and I reached out to him, but he has not responded.
Johnny Rubin.
Yeah, Johnny Rubin, Dr. Funk, and the video is Drop D Funk, Dr. Funk Original, Blast Inspired, Street Sessions, Nuque. I saw him on. I saw this video on Reddit. Next Level.
Blast inspired, you say?
Yeah, it was. I think when I went to his YouTube page, it was like the top one. Or no, when I googled Dr. Funk, it was the top Google result.
Just go through YouTube. Okay. Must be very popular because it pops right up as like the number one.
Yeah, it's got like 500,000 views.
All right, we will share screen.
Is it enabled?
We're good.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Cool.
Share. Boom.
Yeah. This is amazing. Oh, your system. Your internet can't handle this. Also, I can't hear the audio.
You don't need to.
You can hear it?
Yep.
I'm going to watch it on my own computer.
How much talent does one person need?
You can't hear my audio, can you?
Yeah, but you already know what it sounds like.
I'm just saying you can't hear it, can you?
I can.
Oh, you can hear my audio? Okay, never mind.
Wow. You know, I'm going to throw him a subscribe.
Wait, he hasn't even started getting crazy yet. Or maybe he has. I don't know. I can't hear. Be back in 1 second. Yeah, he's ridiculous, right?
He's pretty phenomenal. That's pretty badass. I'm actually going to have to share that to my old landlord who played the bass. That was his big thing. You know, I'm going to let the dog out of the room. Maybe that's why she's tippy-tapping. Maybe she has to poop. Do you have to poop?
Poop time.
Oh, dogs. What would we do without them? Oh, look at Ender's awake. How do you feel about my new setup facing this way? Is that where you think it's to go?
Yeah. You.
What?
I would suggest maybe tilting the camera a smidgen to your left.
Can do.
Actually, never mind. It would have to also move to your left because there's a light now visible in the background.
You're killing me.
I spent 12 years doing video production, so don't ask me that question.
Well, I have a new camera.
There you go. Oh, yeah, that's better. Now
a
you're
tripod and everything coming.
Are you familiar with the rule of thirds?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that's all I was doing. But yeah, now it looks better.
There's going to be a light in front of me that's better.
Because
that light the light behind me back there will be in front of me with two lights to get rid of shadows.
Yeah, a fill light, a key light, a backlight, and then if you drop your banner down, you can actually angle your camera slightly down. Because right now you're a little bit low in the frame, but it's looking good.
Getting there one day at a time. One day at a time. Getting into PC gaming has really been taking up a lot of life. I feel bad that it took until, when am I 30? I'll be 32 in 12 days. Just started playing PC games. They're so much better than console games.
Well, I mean, just the ability to aim.
Yeah, I thought joysticks were the way to go. No, it's a mouse. It's a mouse.
No. Oh, man. I had a girl come over for a date, and she came over, and she was a console gamer, and she was telling me that, yeah, you could aim better on a controller, and I was just like, this ain't gonna work.
Not even. That's a reason why some games on Xbox, if you plug in a mouse and a keyboard, you're not allowed to play with other console players.
Yeah, it's a huge advantage.
Huge. The PUBG would it's like when people play on their cell phones, if you have it set up that you have to, like if you do you turn on your Bluetooth and connect a controller to your phone, you will no longer play with other players on their phone. Because it's cross-platform. Really? So like if you play Call of Duty Mobile Warzone and you hook up a controller to it, you will no longer play with cell phone players. You only play with console players.
Yeah, I was curious how people were playing on their phones, like first-person shooter games.
It is fun. So I do play PUBG on there. Not anymore. Not after this setup.
How do you shoot when you're aiming?
There's a little a touch pad that you just click with your thumb in the bottom right corner.
And then you aim, but don't you move with your left thumb?
Yep. So you're sliding across your phone, your screen. I mean, haptics are touch haptics are so good on phones now. It's really not it's really responsive, but you're just playing on a 6-inch screen versus, I have two 25-inch screens.
Yeah, because the phone also takes away these buttons, right? These fingers. So you just have two thumbs.
Yes, right. Well, you have to move up and tap up here for like there's a list of inventory and shit on the top of your phone.
I'm assuming it has like a auto aim assist thing.
Nope. The center, you slide your finger across it. Download PUBG Mobile. Just try it. Just play a game just to see what it's like to see all the buttons on there that you have to that take up screen surface.
Yeah, because I've watched people play PUBG, and those battle royale games just don't really interest me.
I don't know if we can maintain our friendship at this point.
I think we can. We played Overwatch together.
I know, and I was watching the playoffs today, and Florida won.
Yeah. Did you watch the game?
I did.
And how was it? Was it hard to follow?
They move so fast. I mean, it's a game that is so optimized and moves so well. If you don't understand everything, and the strategy behind it, you do get lost.
That's the problem with like new people watching it. You don't have to play football. You can watch football. It's top down, very easy to understand. Overwatch, there's 6 different people. They're all using abilities. They all have ultimates. Like they're incredibly fast and good, and it's hard to spectate. That's why people who don't play it can't follow it.
There were still 65,000 people watching it along with me today. So I mean, it's growing.
Like over $100,000 before every match, pretty much.
I mean,
but yeah, still 65,000 in the second or third year. That's pretty good.
I told Nicole, I was like, listen, I know you don't understand the idea of watching streamers and stuff, but like, this is where the world is headed. You don't have to understand it, but you either have to get on board or be quiet, because like, we were watching she wasn't watching. I had it on. Someone was live streaming the PUBG. There was a charity event going on. And this dude had 140,000 people watching just his stream. And she goes, there are 140,000 losers watching this guy. I was like, no. Who's the loser here? Just because you don't understand it doesn't make them wrong.
How many people are goddamn watching The Bachelorette? How
Right.
is it any better than... I don't understand.
So I was like, babe, I get it. You don't like it. But to bash it just because you don't understand it's not really fair.
I always compare it to, like let's say I play basketball with my friends. We're not very good, but we enjoy it. It's fun. I like watching people who are really good at basketball. And it's just the same thing with video games. I play it for fun. It's a hobby. I like watching people who are really good at it. But then, God, when you bring in like a full team of people who are really good at it, and they have coaches and like psychologists and like, oh man, it gets crazy. That's why Overwatch, when they built it like a franchise league, I think that's really cool.
The commentators were very helpful to talk about blocks and shields and why, one character would go here because of their strengths, and to teleport. What's the girl that can kind of teleport? Yeah, it's like
Or Tracer.
It's Tracer.
Tracer
Like,
blinks yet.
she can go here because of her ability to roam everywhere. So her strength is lying here to get a full view. It's like, all right, thank you for that. That helps. Because I had zero idea, but those 2 dudes were pretty good to help out.
Oh, was it who was casting it?
Matt Barron, I think, and
Mr. X and Uber, the Australian dude.
yeah, it was helpful. I needed it because when they switch camera views.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, who the fuck am I watching now?
And then tracking their ultimates, that's actually like the next level.
Yeah, when they do that little drop down menu, he's at 95%. All right, they're in a position to take over. It's like, oh, all right. Okay, look at that. They're doing something.
Yeah, I can so track enemy ultimates when I'm playing, like the enemy team, like what they have, but you have to really be focusing to do that, so I just don't focus too much.
You really have to know what the fuck you're doing so well that you have the freedom to be able to click other buttons to see what's going on.
Yeah, you have to in the back of your mind hold in place when the last time 6 different people used an ability. And you can't even see them all. Yeah.
So I built the PC quicker than I was anticipating, and I talked to Nicole, and she's like, "Oh, what do you want for your birthday?" I was going to ask for the monitors, and then my dad sent those to me because he's promoting this big shit. So I sent her a link, and she's like, "Oh, what do you want for your birthday?" I was like, I like this headset here. It's cheap. But that's what streamers are using now, is like the Logitech G Pro headset.
Wait, that's for talking?
I don't need it for talking. I want it for the 7.1 ability to track movements.
Oh, interesting. Oh.
And then if we're recording this, I would just use this regular headset.
I can think of something better for you to get.
What do you got? Give me an idea. I had no idea because that was going to be PC stuff I was going to ask for, but no, I don't. You gave me a really good mouse that has better DPI than a lot of mice out there.
I'm trying to think what I want.
You said you had an idea.
Well, I was gonna think of one. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna get is one of those like desktop lights. So it's like a desk light, but it lights up your face. You get one of those. You probably don't really need that.
Those are like $30. I'm going bigger than that.
That's true. Yeah.
My dinner that I'm gonna have for my birthday, because we have to celebrate it a week early, so it's gonna be next Friday. Well, this Friday, I guess. Actually, I'm doing a seafood boil.
Ooh, what kind of seafood are you gonna put in there? All crawfish?
What's not gonna be in there? It's gonna be crawfish, shrimp, corn, potatoes, crab.
I never really enjoyed the potatoes, but then again, maybe I'm just not.
It's really kind to absorb some of the salt, so a little bit of the heat signature stays in the crawfish and everything.
The heat signature?
Yeah, because
sounds like you're just throwing words around.
No, it's because we throw so many hot, spicy seasoning in it.
So just put less seasoning in it.
No, I like it for the color too.
Oh, okay. What about crab and?
Alaskan king crab.
Ooh, whoa, you're getting fancy. That should be your birthday gift right there.
It's a couple $100.
How many people are going?
Well, this is the day and age of COVID, so there's probably going to be 20 pounds of food for 7-8 people.
Ooh.
If you want to come on down, I'll throw it in the oven for you after it's done.
Yeah, I mean, God, my sister invited me to the beach next week, but I was like, man, I don't want to drive. And it's even further to get to you. And my dog would eat your dog. And your kid. So it's probably bad.
Well, I mean, based on the look of this camera, the dog's not even alive. Like, I can't even see her ribs spreading very well. They are.
Where's the kitty? Where's the kitty, Ender?
Yeah, there it is. So at least one bit of thing, a topic. I'll bring that up. Because we talked about tech, so now no one's listening. How about strangest things ever found in a human body? Discovered while the patient was alive, not like corpse.
You mean like they were just doing surgery and they're like, oh, there's something in here?
No, more like criminals and everything, and they discovered it, or they go to the ER.
Oh, do you got something? Because I just figured it was like, what's the weirdest stuff people put in their butt? You know?
I mean, that's the vast majority of how things go. That's how it starts. Let's see. So, I had this pulled up and I was going to talk about it, but then we started talking about poly shit with...
Tarine?
Yeah. Turn. So, the weirdest thing found that I had discovered was a loaded gun. Now, why would you put a loaded gun in your butthole?
To take it in somewhere, like where they have metal detectors, and you could just say, "Oh, it's like a metal hip."
That would work. Or if you're about to go to jail and you want to make sure that you're not going to be a prison bitch, you just kind of stuff a little 38 special in there, right?
I mean, where are the bullets? The gun's loaded?
Yeah,
Seem like a very good idea. Or is there a separate little baggie for the bullet? I feel like you can fit a lot of stuff in your butt just based on some of the porns. I've been like, oh, I have to click to the next one because that's just too much stuff in there.
I don't like watching those. Yeah, these bigger than my head sort of.
Yeah, no fisting.
So really, I've never been with someone who's done that sort of experimenting with toys and everything. If a woman plays with toys that are that large, does it decrease stimulation? Eventually, because you're stretching everything out.
It goes back.
I realize it
when
goes back.
When you take a huge poop, does your butthole stay that size forever, or does it go back?
It does go back, but I'm not stretching it out with this. You have to lose sensation. You don't want the dog licking herself on camera.
Why are you gonna lose sensation?
Because if you stretch your skin and everything so much and then it comes back, you eventually start to lose sensation because it loses elasticity. That's why vaginoplasty is so popular these days.
Let me tell you something. Wait a minute. Hang on.
My hot dog is not like getting to the point that these girls with their toys are getting.
Yeah, but it goes back. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it stretches out and then it's not like it grows a bigger muscle, you know? Because they are muscles.
It's kind of like cold therapy. If you sit in an ice bath long enough, you get used to the ice bath.
Yeah, but when you get out, you restabilize.
It's never going to be as cold as that first time.
You mean like in your mind?
Yeah, you're just kind of, your body's like, all right, we know we can experience this amount of trauma and make it. It's not going to be as bad. It's like experiencing pain.
I'm pretty sure if I did heroin right now, and then I did heroin like 6 years from now, it would be equally as good both times.
Bet you it's not. That's why it's called chasing the dragon. You'll never get as high as that first time you get high.
Yeah, your receptors. I don't know. I mean, but I think the muscles. I'm pretty sure, like, you know, a girl could take a gigantic thing, get used to it, and then it would go right back down after like a couple of days or whatever. I don't know.
And I was wrong anyway. It wasn't in her butthole. It was in her prison wallet. Well, I guess the prison wallet is a butthole.
Oh,
it was in her
vagina.
Her,
okay.
Her cooch.
Oh, it was a girl.
It was a girl.
Did you think she put it in a baggie or?
I would hope, because you have to risk. The mucous membranes in a vagina actually absorb stuff. So if you're putting a bunch of metal and oils in it, it's probably not good for it.
Yeah, it ruins. It's bad for the gun, right? Yeah.
And to add to the charges, the gun was stolen. So good on her.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that you were on this website, Lowell. Man tries to fish out vibrator with salad tongs unsuccessfully.
Oh, I thought they called them forceps.
Lost them both. Yeah, they would be forceps if you were a medical professional and they were forceps. Instead, on a Saturday night, you have a toy up there and you got to try to fish it out. Sadly,
You sound like a guy who's never had anything in his butt.
I haven't. Nothing more than a finger to clean out the rim.
Tell Nicole you're trying to get weird with it this weekend. Get yourself what's it called? Like a prostate massager. Yeah, it's different. It's different for dudes. But yeah.
And if you see the X-ray, which let me go ahead. There it is.
Ender.
It is a full vibrator.
Oh, he's got it. Looks like he's got it.
No, he lost the tongs. They're further down, but he did not get either. Once he reached for it, it went up. It's gone. It's gone.
I feel like I would just be sitting on it, like trying, like pooping, like not trying to reach in and grab it.
You ever tried to put a light bulb in your mouth? You try that old trick, and it like goes in, but it doesn't go out without shattering, kind of like an egg.
No, I know what you're talking about though.
I think it's the same thing. Like it goes in, but once it's a lot rougher coming out.
Yeah. Oh man, you ever been constipated? Like feels like you're giving birth.
You know what? No, actually, I've never actually been constipated.
Well, for me, it was from opiates, like having a surgery, and you take opiates, they constipate the fuck out of you. Don't poop for 5 days, and then you got to give birth.
5 days, holy cow!
I've gone longer, and I was at Boy. This is a funny story I'd tell occasionally. I was at Boy Scout camp, Camp Grimes. We're sleeping in tents. The toilet was a tin can on the ground over a hole. You turn your camera off so you can smoke some weed? All right.
No,
anyway,
I don't smoke weed, actually.
Well, that makes one of us.
I don't. Yeah, so I don't do any illegal drugs, actually.
What's funny is that weed is not as bad for you as alcohol. But anyway, whatever.
I said illegal. I didn't say healthy.
So I didn't poop I was scared to go to the bathroom, and I was eating all these like chocolate bars I had brought, and we were walking, and the food in the cafeteria is bad. And then one day towards the end of the camp session, I just started feeling this intense pain in my stomach. Like I fell over. I couldn't move. Like they were all freaking out. They called an ambulance. They thought I had appendicitis. They thought my appendix had burst. So I get to the hospital, and they just realized I hadn't pooped in 7 days. So they gave me a suppository, and I took like a giant poop. And then the next day I pooped 8 times. But yeah, oh God, the pain was incredible. They gave me Dilaudid, and I was like, that was the first time I ever experienced an opiate.
Opiate-induced constipation is real, and I have had to digitally manipulate
Yeah,
to
you
get
got
it
a
out.
massage. Yeah, when I had a surgery, I thought literally I was gonna have to go to the doctor, and they were just gonna have to like surgically remove the poop.
I got big hands. So I have been requested while at the nursing home to be the one to get it.
Wow, they don't even call a doctor. They're just like, nurse, this guy hasn't pooped. Go fish the poop out.
When it's like that, it's like you just get orders to remove, like to disimpact. It's literally just manual disimpaction.
You don't just reach in there and pull it out like.
You can't reach in with the fists.
Right. Yeah.
I had a paraplegic, so like he didn't have any control of his sphincter muscles.
Sucks.
So I was like, all right, we need a hand. Literally. And I actually just got fitted.
Like, squirt something in there that like softens it or something.
An enema.
Yeah.
But if you don't have control of that muscle,
yeah,
you can't hold it in.
Yeah.
It just what rolls in, rolls out.
Yeah.
I just got fitted for a bowling ball, and the guy that measured it was actually like, "You've got the second biggest hands I've ever measured."
Let's see.
Oh, dude, like I palm a basketball all day. Can you palm a basketball?
I can palm my dick. That's about it. No, I can't. I can't palm it. It's too big.
Oh.
No, I can't palm a basketball.
Next up, 30 magnets. And Nicole decided to close the bedroom door with the dog in it, so now she's just pitter-pattering around.
Goddamn Nicole. Doesn't
Damn woman. So she
thinks I'm a loser.
You guys just missed out. She was in the shower. Sorry about your luck,
No,
guys.
I'm mad at her. She called me a loser.
Oh, that's right, because you watch.
Losers.
Yeah, you watch too. Never mind.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
I talked to her about like, oh, why do you want that? I was like, well, a couple of the streamers that I watch are using that headset, so I kind of want that headset.
And she said you were a loser. Did you tell her to support your passions? Like you support her addiction to The Bachelorette or whatever?
She doesn't have any addictions. It's just like sleep.
She has nothing that's bad about her, or it could be questionable.
I mean, she's a slob, and she doesn't clean her
the
car,
voting-
and she lets her cars blow up because she
The
doesn't change
voting
oil.
thing never got her oil changed. The voting thing's a fairly big one.
That irritates me. Yes, I let those ride. I don't try to. Didn't even give her a hassle about the car because what is me bitching at her going to do? The first time I brought it up,
make her learn that she never does that again.
No, you know when you learn? When you fuck it up.
No, she would learn if she was then given a really crappy car or an extra payment that she had to pay every month or sacrifice something else, right?
Where we're at now, you mean? So when I tried to bring that up, like, hey, get the oil change. What is wrong with you? And she goes, I have a dad. I don't need another one. All right. Do you?
Oh, yeah. That's when my one friend would say, you're mansplaining.
So I was like,
she says, every time I say anything, it's mansplaining. I'm like, I don't apparently understand the meaning of that word.
Just because I try to say you need to do something doesn't mean that it's not meant
right now.
No, I texted her to say to open the door a little bit. The dog was actually pawing at the door.
You ever see that Key and Peele skit where they?
I said, that is legit one of my top 3 skits of all time. SNL, Mad TV, like all of them combined. That's one of my favorites easily.
Yeah, there's some great ones. Oh, Chappelle Show, man, come on.
I didn't watch the Chappelle Show, except some of them, like the Wayne
saw,
Brady one. I love the Wayne Brady one.
Okay, so Rick James and you saw Prince,
yeah.
Right?
Oh, first off, you don't slap a man. Yeah, I've watched a lot of them, but I never really got to watch full episodes, so I think that's where my loyalty is different.
That's okay. As long as you saw Rick James, Prince, Wayne Brady. I mean, there's a few other really funny ones, but yeah, as long as you saw those, it's fine.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them. It's because my biggest thing about Chappelle is like his stand-up.
It's great.
It's fucking phenomenal. And his newest ones on Netflix are awesome as fuck too. Oh, so a girl had 30 magnets. She had to actually get major surgery because magnets are bad for the body. And Florida ban. Number 5, Florida inmate packs 30 items for prison. Cigarettes, matches, flint, an empty syringe, lip balm.
Why empty? Put heroin in there, right? I mean, what's the lip balm?
It didn't describe why it was an empty syringe. Oh, it's because it was a needle tip. So I guess it's so if you can get the drugs there, you got a way to inject it. Maybe it's harder to get the needles.
Oh, or maybe if you leave the drug in the syringe, something bad happens to it.
Oh, the dog just she was scratching to get out until the door opened. And number 6.
Balm?
It was a lip balm container, so I'm guessing that's where you'd put the drugs. The next one was a cement enema mix, which has happened more than once. And that has actually happened pretty close to me in a nearby hospital.
What is that?
Cement mix. You put it in wet. Sadly, it also hardens inside your body from the body heat.
But what's the point?
And the story there, it was just for getting the size of his ass for their sex kit. So, like, you pour that in there.
Oh, mold.
To make a mold, right?
Mold.
You don't want to do a cement mold.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I feel like there's.
I've seen that happen a couple of times for sexual pleasure. Listen, it doesn't work. Cement's bad for you. You're not even supposed to sit on cement because of the property of cement will actually give you hemorrhoids because it draws moisture.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I figured it was just because your pressure on your butthole.
I mean, it's not helping, but because cement actually pulls moisture from what's touching it, you're not supposed to sit on it.
Wait, so if I sit on cement, it'll pull moisture out of my butthole?
Yeah, essentially. Even dried cement, because it's cold, porous, and it's so dry, it pulls moisture.
I got a friend that pours cement. I'm going to ask him.
Go ahead.
We got to wrap this episode up because I got to pee.
Okay. Number 7, body spray found in a lawyer's rectum. Sorry. Oh, and I sent a message to my lawyer asking him to be a guest. We can do a little family law.
Really?
Yeah.
And he said it's a conflict of interest?
No, because it's really just a Q&A thing that I would be requesting. So
yeah,
that's my goal.
Ask people on Twitter to submit lawyer questions.
That would be my goal, actually, because I know at the time probably 4 people between divorces and disputes that didn't realize how overwhelming it would be once you get to court. So
yes.
Anything
and
we
the
could
message of the episode can be, don't get married.
Sure. Anyway. All right, you can go to the bathroom, but let me hit this first. This has been the On-Call Pod. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Buildacast.com. What else you got?
Crosscaster?
Crosscaster. OnCallPod.com. And have a holiday. Enjoy your families.
Thanks for listening.
Smoke meats.
The On-Call Podcast. Check us out on Twitter @OnCallPod. Interested in being a sponsor or want to be on the show? Drop us an email at oncallpod@gmail.com. For more info, go to oncallpod.com.